$1 million doesn't make you rich anymore. Here's the new number. You ever open your investment account, see it creeping towards 6 figures, maybe even 7, and think, okay, once I hit $1 million, I'm set. Like that's the finish line. You imagine the house paid off, no financial stress, maybe retiring early, maybe quitting that job you tolerate but don't love. And then you look at home prices, you look at grocery bills, you look at childcare, you look at what retirement actually costs. And suddenly, $1 million doesn't feel rich. It feels average. If that thought has crossed your mind, that's literally most people right now. Hello and welcome to my channel. I spend way too much time thinking about how money actually works in the real world. If you're someone who feels like you're doing everything right financially, but still not getting ahead, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Today we're going to challenge one of the biggest financial myths of the last 50 years. That $1 million makes you wealthy. Because here's the thing, it doesn't anymore, and the new number might surprise you. For decades, becoming a millionaire was the symbol of success. In 1980, $1 million meant something very different. Adjusted for inflation, $1 million in 1980 is roughly equal to over $3.6 million today. That's based on US inflation data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. So when people in the 80s said, if I just had $1 million, they were really saying, if I had $3 to $4 million in today's money. That changes things. Here's what most people don't realize. The word millionaire hasn't changed, but the purchasing power has. Let's assume you retire with exactly $1 million invested. Most financial planners reference the 4% rule, popularized by research from Trinity University, which suggests you can withdraw about 4% of your portfolio annually without running out of money over a 30-year retirement. So, $1 million before percent equals $40,000 per year. That's before taxes. After federal and state taxes, you might be looking at closer to $34,000 to $36,000 in spendable income, depending on where you live. Now ask yourself honestly, does $3,000 per month feel rich? In many cities, rent alone eats that up. According to recent housing data, the median home price in the US is over $400,000. In high-cost areas, it's significantly more. Healthcare and retirement? Fidelity estimates that a 65-year-old couple retiring today may need over $300,000 just for medical expenses in retirement, and that doesn't include long-term care. So that million, it shrinks fast. This is where it gets really interesting. We don't feel poorer because of math. We feel poorer because expectations grew faster than reality. Psychologically, $1 million is still wired into our brains as rich. It's a round number. It's clean. It sounds massive, but lifestyle inflation is sneaky. The average American household income has risen over time, but so have expectations. Bigger houses, nicer cars, travel, private lessons for kids, convenience, everything. Look, wealth isn't just numbers, it's relative comfort compared to your environment. If everyone around you upgraded, your millionaire lifestyle doesn't feel elite, it feels normal. And that's a psychological trap. Now you might be thinking, okay, so what do I actually need? Let's reverse engineer it. If you want $100,000 per year in retirement income, which in many areas supports an upper middle class lifestyle, and we use the same 4% rule, $100,000, 0.4 equals $2.5 million. That's the new benchmark. $2.5 million invested. And honestly, in high-cost cities, even that may feel tight. If you want $150,000 per year, $150,000 net portfolio, $3.75 million. See how fast this scales? That's why $1 million doesn't feel like the finish line anymore. It's more like the halfway point. They think the answer is, I just need to make more money. Yes, income matters, but the real lever isn't income, it's savings rate and time. Let me show you. If you invest $1,000 per month at a 7% annual return, after 10 years, about $173,000. After 20 years, about $521,000. After 30 years, about $1.2 million. After 40 years, over $2.4 million. That's compounding doing the heavy lifting. This is where it gets really interesting. Most of the growth happens in the last 10 years. Not because you're investing more, but because time multiplies money exponentially. And psychologically, that's hard. Because humans think linearly, we expect steady progress. We don't emotionally grasp exponential growth. Here's the part that frustrates me a little. People chase arbitrary numbers without defining what they actually want. Rich isn't a dollar amount, it's freedom. Freedom to walk away from toxic work, control your schedule, cover emergencies without panic, help family without stress. If your annual expenses are $60,000 and you can sustainably generate that from investments, you are financially independent, even if you don't have $3 million. So instead of chasing $1 million, start by calculating your freedom number. Take your annual expenses, divide by 0.04. That's your target. Simple math. Clear goal. Now you might be thinking, okay, but I'll just work longer. That's valid. Working until 70 instead of 60 dramatically reduces how much you need saved. But here's what most people don't realize. Longevity risk is rising. People are living into their 80s and 90s regularly. Retiring at 65 could mean funding 30 years of life. That's why underestimating your number is dangerous. Running out of money at 85 is far scarier than saving aggressively at 35. Action steps you can apply today. 1. Calculate your actual annual spending, not what you think you spend, what you actually spend. 2. Define your freedom number using the 4% rule. 3. Increase your savings rate by 1% this month, not 10%, just 1%. Small changes compound. 4. Automate everything. We are emotional creatures. Automation removes psychology from the equation. 5. Focus on net worth growth, not income alone. Lifestyle inflation is the silent killer. The biggest mistake isn't believing what $10,000 makes you rich. It's believing a single milestone solves financial anxiety. Financial security is built from systems. Consistent investing, controlled spending, long-term thinking. Look, $1 million is still an incredible achievement, but it's not the finish line anymore. In today's world, $2 to $3 million invested is what replaces the psychological image we still have of a millionaire. And the sooner you update that mental model, the sooner you can build a real plan. You don't need to be discouraged. You need clarity. Because once you know your real number, you can attack it methodically. You can stop guessing, you can stop hoping, you can start building. And that, not the $1 million label, is what actually creates wealth. If this helped shift your perspective, hit the like button so more people stop chasing outdated financial myths. And subscribe. Because I promise you, we're just getting started.